Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian began his visit Friday to the Russian capital by laying a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier at the Kremlin walls. According to Associated Press, the Kremlin says the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership treaty being signed by Putin and Pezeshkian will take their cooperation to a new level. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer assured Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that, "We are with you," as the leaders prepared to sign an historic treaty. Speaking at a joint news briefing at the presidential palace in Kiev, Starmer pledged to help guarantee the country's security for a century, days before Donald Trump is sworn in as U.S. President. He said the UK will support Ukraine not just today or tomorrow, for this year or the next, but for 100 years, long after this terrible war is over. The British government said Starmer and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will sign a 100-year partnership treaty in Kyiv covering areas including defense, science, energy and trade. According to Associated Press, Starmer also announced more military aid to Ukraine, including a £2.2 billion loan that will be paid by the interest on frozen Russian assets, and 150 artillery barrels which will be produced in the UK. Starmer's unannounced visit is his first trip to Ukraine since he took office in July. He visited the country in 2023 when he was opposition leader, and has twice held talks with Zelensky in London since becoming Prime Minister. The war will be 3 years old next month. The UK, one of Ukraine's biggest military backers, has pledged £12.8 billion in military and civilian aid since Russia's full-scale invasion 3 years ago, and has trained more than 50,000 Ukrainian troops on British soil.
Прем'єр-міністр Сполученого Королівства Великої Британії і Північної Ірландії Кір Стармер. Заява президента України.
We've had an excellent meeting today, not just productive, but historic, because together we signed a landmark agreement, the very first of its kind, a new partnership between UK and Ukraine that reflects the huge affection that exists between our two nations. And I'm proud to speak for the whole of the United Kingdom when I say, we are with you, not just today or tomorrow, for this year or the next, but for 100 years, long after this terrible war is over, and Ukraine is free and thriving once again.
Підведіться, будь ласка, щоб люди з мікрофонами могли вас побачити.
The route to a just and lasting peace comes through strength. We will work with allies to reject this aggression, uphold international law, and strengthen your hand now. In 2025, the UK will give more military support to Ukraine than ever before. We have already committed £3 billion for military aid this year, and we're going further to support the front line, providing a £2.2 billion loan, which will be paid back not by Ukraine, but from the interest on frozen Russian assets.
Військового контингенту, пане президенте, запитання до вас, які ще країни ви розглядаєте?
We're also galvanizing British industry. So today I'm pleased to announce that we're providing 150 artillery barrels for Ukraine, made by Sheffield Forge Masters. That's the first time in over 20 years that these barrels were produced in the United Kingdom, and they will start arriving in Ukraine in just a few weeks' time. I can also announce that we will be delivering a new mobile air defence system, named Gravehawk, British designed, co-funded with Denmark, developed to meet Ukraine's needs. And we will keep going further to train Ukrainian troops.
We've heard some rather less powerful and convincing narrative and rhetoric from the United States.
The US role here is vital, and we work together every day. And I'd actually like to pay tribute to the work that the US has done here, the support that they have put in, because it's been a vital component of what has been quite an incredible achievement by Ukraine. If I think about how long this conflict has gone on, and the incredible success that Ukraine has had in the face of this aggression from Russia, that is a tribute to Ukraine, Ukrainians and their resolve, but also to all allies who supported Ukraine, including the US.